Okay. Welcome, you guys, to our Tinker Stars Power Hour. This is, I think, the third month that we do it. Super excited to be doing these as a group and be able to get to know each and every one and be able to collaborate on our businesses. Tonight, we're going to be talking all about sales. We know that, coming off of the Christmas high and that high season of the fall and the winter, January and February can tend to be kind of slow. So on our director call on Sunday, we kind of talked about what we wanted to talk about and what we felt like we needed to share with our teams. And we decided to talk about sales, about how to get sales and stuff like that. So some of our directors will be sharing some top tips today that are working for them. Tips or advice for our businesses so that we can continue to grow. I'm going to go ahead and kick us off with the importance of having a list of 100. I know that 100 seems like a really big number, and it's okay if you don't get to 100. It's okay if you can only make a list of 20 or a list of 30 or even a list of 1. But it's very important that you sit down and think, who do I know? Who can I share Scentsy with? And don't tell me you don't know anyone, because one, you guys are on social media, so you guys have lots of people that you guys can connect with on social media. You guys have a phone full of people. You guys have neighbors. You guys have coworkers. If you have little kids, you have people that relate to you through your kids, whether it's like play dates or sports. So if you are looking at a piece of paper and you're like, I have no idea who to even think with, you can start with the, what is it called? It's not anagram. It's like it's called Franks, and it stands for friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, significant other, like people that they relate with, and then your kids. So think of 1 or 2 people on each of those categories. Think of 1 or 2 friends that you haven't shared Scentsy with, or maybe you've shared Scentsy with, but they haven't bought Scentsy, or they haven't hosted or joined or anything. Then think about some relatives. Think of those people that are always buying candles or things that smell good. Those people that for Christmas, they give you a candle or they give you something for your house to smell good. Introduce them to Scentsy. Then you have your acquaintances, people that you come into contact with that you might not really be friends with, but you kind of know that maybe it's the same person that, oh, what happened? Can you guys hear me? What happened?
I can hear you.
You can hear me? Can you guys see me?
I can.
Okay. I don't know what happened to my computer. It's like went blank. But hopefully it'll come back. So maybe it's just, you see the same person when you go to the bank, or maybe it's someone that you stop at the same corner store and you kind of get to know those people. Those are acquaintances that you can give a sample to or introduce into Scentsy. Then you have your neighbors. Of course, that's pretty simple. Those people that live around you or close to you. Significant other. So maybe you have your husband take something to work, or whoever they might know, like maybe their best friend, or maybe his family. And same thing with your kids. When you start that list, you'll see that list will evolve over time. So it's not create this list and then kind of like talk to those people and then that's it. No. What I like to do is when I make my list, and I do this on the regular, is I take 3 colors and I highlight people's name. So I highlight their name based on if I think they're going to buy, host, or join. And some people might have multiple colors. Some people I might think like, this person would be really good at hosting, and she could possibly join. Or this person, I think she would buy, but I would love for her to be on my team. Stuff like that. So you could do that. But after 3 or 4 months, go over that list again look at that list and see who have you already talked to, who has become a customer, or who has hosted. Now those people kind of get moved to a different list because now they're your customers, you're following up with them, they're in your VIP group, and then you have space for new people that you meet along the way. If you don't like the Frank's system of just writing down names, you can also do the bubbles. And what the bubbles is kind of like, you think of like, okay, for example, I think of my sister Paula and I circle her and I say, okay, my sister Paula has her boyfriend, so I'm gonna put, a boyfriend's mom and her best friend so and her coworker. And what you do is you kind of create this bubble of who this one person that you know already knows. And what I like about the bubble is when you ask them to host a party and they're like, oh, I don't know anyone. And I'm like, yeah, you do. Like, you have your boyfriend's mom, you have your best friend so-and-so, your coworker that you're always hanging out with, and you kind of already tell them like their guest list. And that might turn someone into like, oh yeah, like I could invite them over and have a Scentsy party. So it's also a different way that if you only know a few people, you can think outside and be able to think of people that they know. So I know Ashley's driving, but I'm going to turn the time over to her if I can. Let me see if spotlight your video. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Okay, very, very good. I actually need to update my rank list and give it a refresh and do it again. So I like that. My piece that I wanted to talk about is kind of a reminder. And it's a little bit on sales, but it's also just your business as a whole, because you don't run your business for your upline. So my point with saying that is your business is yours. So Liz and I and Teresa, we want you to go out of your way to run your business for you or your family or your vacation fund or your Scentsy addiction or whatever the reason is that you are working your Scentsy business. Your Scentsy business, hopefully you didn't sign up because you're upline, like because you feel like you're indebted to them for some reason. Because if you are, then maybe we can realign the reasons that you're with Scentsy. But ultimately, it's your business. So that's why you should try to work your business. If your upline is having a hard month, you should still work your business. It shouldn't be like, oh, they're taking a break, or oh, I'm going to use my situation right now. So my father just passed away, and I could have easily stopped working my business, but I have not. And everyone on my front line this month, like, they're doing really great. But what could have happened is, Lori, I'm going to use you as an example because you're on my front line. If I would have taken a break and not worked my business, and you would have said, oh, Ashley's not working her business, I'm not going to work my business, you wouldn't be sitting at the PRV that you are. So it is amazing that you continue to work it for you. You're not working it for me. I had a pretty slow start to this month because of my father, and you ladies just kept plowing through. So my point is, don't work your business for your upline. You got to find your why, because your sales, they depend on you. Your upline can't sell for you. At least they shouldn't be selling for you. So go out of your way to keep working your business, because what you do today is not going to reflect immediately. I think they say that today you're working for 90 days from now. So the work that you're putting in, the hard work that you're putting in, connecting with those customers, building those relationships, telling people happy birthday on Facebook just so they are reminded about you and what you are, what you stand for, and all of that. that's going to come through and last 90 days. So don't take a break. It's okay to take a break. Let me reword that. It's okay to take a break, but don't take such a break that your business falls off and you forget why you're working, because it's for you, it's for your family, it's for your Scentsy addiction, it's to pay your rent. It's, you know, if you like Pepsi, maybe you have a Pepsi addiction that you buy with your Scentsy commission. Whatever it is that you spend your commission on, make sure it's not because your upline made you sign up and you're taking a break because your upline is taking a break. So that's my soapbox delivery for you while I drive down the road. Hopefully it came off as positive as I wanted it to, but there you go.
It was very positive. Very positive. The second thing that I had on our notes to talk about is being consistent. And I'm going to touch a little bit on specials as well, but I think it's very important, and it kind of ties in with what Ashley was saying, that you are consistent in your business, that you are working your business, even if it's 5, 10, 15 minutes a day, because what happens a lot, and I see this happen so often, is I will go on people's like profile and I see nothing Scentsy. Their job does not list Scentsy. Their posts don't say Scentsy. And I'll ask them, like, you know, like, do you have a VIP group? Oh, I don't have a VIP group. Well, how do your customers know that you're still selling Scentsy? We are in the direct selling industry. People join and quit all the time. And people know that. I have a friend who I love her to death, but since I've known her, and I've known her for about, I want to say about maybe 3 to 4 years, she's done like 4 different companies. Like literally done 3 to 4 companies. She just joined a new one. And I was looking through her post today and I was kind of laughing at just the fact that the stigma is there, because, you know, every time she's joined a company, it's been like, oh, I'm so excited about this. Like, it's the best product ever, blah, 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 blah. Okay. But then you quit and you join another one and you say exactly the same thing. So as consultants, we have to make sure that our customers know that we're still their Scentsy consultant. They don't have to wonder, oh, I wonder if Ashley's still selling Scentsy. I need bars. They shouldn't have to wonder. They should know, hey, I need to call Ashley to get my bars, or I need to call Lori to place that order for my that gift I want to order for my mom. Or, man, so I was talking about that whiff box. I really want that whiff box. Like, they shouldn't have to wonder. So we have to be very consistent in how we're working our business. And like I said, it could be 5, 10, 15 minutes a day. It doesn't have to take you 1, 5, 8 hours to work your business. Little things are effective if you are focusing on the right things, on the things that bring income, those income producing activities. So if you're focusing on, let's say that today you're like, I only have 10 minutes for my business. That's all I can give because I have a super hectic day. I have work and I have cookie booths and I have all this stuff. Then those 10 minutes dedicated to follow up, dedicated to reaching out to a team member and seeing how they're doing or if they need any help, dedicated to those host conversations. Message 1 or 2 people about hosting a party. It literally takes minutes. I was driving today, and as I was driving, I was listening to the accelerated leadership call that the directors have going on right now. And one of the things that we have to do during that, to be in this program, is we have to book parties. I have no parties on my books right now. So I stopped at the bank. And while I was at the bank, I literally sent 5 messages to 5 different people asking them to host a party. Out of those 5, I got 1 yes. But it literally took me just minutes to send out those messages. Minutes. We put all these excuses as to why we can't ask someone to host a party, why we can't ask someone to join, when it literally takes just 30 seconds to a minute to type up a message and click send. I know that what's holding us back is those nerves of what are they going to say. But guess what? Once you press send, what can they say? No? your nerves are going to still kind of be there until they respond. But guess what? When they said no, we kept talking about other things. Nobody said no and blocked me. Nobody said no and unfriended me. Nobody insulted me. I kept talking about the Bachelor with one, kept talking about her warmer that she just got with another. It's part of our business. We have to use our mouth every single day to be able to grow our business, especially when it's slow. And like Ashley said, sometimes what we do today, we're not going to see for 90 days. So we might ask someone today to join and they might be like, I'm not sure. And then 30 days, 60 days, 90 days later, they decide to join. Or maybe somebody you asked to host a party, they might say no, but then they might turn around and order next week something. And that's PRV that's coming in. So make sure that you're consistent. And the last thing I wanted to touch about is specials. So I'm reading a book called Start With Why. And they mentioned something that kind of caught my attention was that companies that have a clear vision of their why don't have to do specials as often as companies that don't have a clear why. And so one thing that I also notice a lot is I see consultants doing special after special. Oh, I have a 10 bar special. Ask me about this. I have a laundry special. Ask me about this. If you do that too much, your customers are going to get used to that. And great, we don't have to pay out of pocket if we're smart and we're using our host as rewards. So it's not like we're losing. But at the end of the day, you are losing because you're using those rewards to get to get those sales at that special price. So you're missing out on rewards that could potentially be for you, that could be hostess gifts that you didn't pay for out of pocket, or that you can use to get people's orders and place under those rewards. So while specials can be a really great way to get sales right now with where it's slow, don't get used to doing specials all the time. Don't get your customers used to you doing specials, because then they'll only buy when you have those specials. They won't be there to sustain you because they love Scentsy. They'll just say, oh, I'm going to be in her VIP group because she does a lot of specials and I want to save money. I want to do this. We all love saving money. So couple of specials that I like to do when things get slow. I haven't had very much success with the 10 bar special. I know some of the people on our team have, but I like to do mystery bags. Mystery bags is a fun thing that you can do. You use your host rewards to get those extra little things. You can go to the dollar store or the dollar spot at Target and get maybe one or two things that tie into the theme. And it's kind of a fun thing that people really enjoy. Another special that I like doing a lot is the mini fan and pod special. I think I need 10. I'll have to break it down again, but I think I did 10 and they get it for $21 plus tax. So they get to save, about $5 in total. But a lot of people like that mini fan and a lot of people would like to give that mini fan as a gift. So you can come up with your own specials by simply just kind of calculating, I need this many to get to 200, and then these are the rewards, so I can, play around with them and then divide it by however many bundles you were able to create. So creating specials during slow times can generate more sales. We just got a whole new clearance section, like boost. Promote that. Tell people about that. It's not a flash sale, but there's some really good stuff on the clearance section right now. I know I snagged a few things yesterday myself. So make sure that you're taking everything that Scentsy is offering, even if you don't like it. I did not care for that otter. Didn't care for it. I still promoted it. I promoted the heck out of it because I might not be into otters, but I might have customers who are into otters. I remember I have a very good customer who's turned into a team member who, when we met, we were just at an event. She was doing another direct selling company and we were talking and I showed her one of the buddies. I don't even remember what buddy it was. And she goes, oh my gosh, if you guys ever get a sloth, let me know. And I said, well, actually, we're getting a sloth and it comes out on this day. She booked a party right then and there. Her party was over 350. And a couple years later, she joined, all because of a sloth and her sloth obsession. She loves sloths. So you never know who's going to love what. There are scents that I don't like. And I'll be honest with my customers. I'll tell them, like, you guys know I don't like food scents. I do not like this scent, but it smells like this. And I have people that will buy it. If you are excited about what you are selling and what we're offering, people will support you. So continue doing that. Go live, show everything that we have to offer. We have so much right now with our new catalog. And you guys, I'm not gonna lie, it's been a slow month for me. So I understand that it's been slow for everyone. So don't think that I'm saying like all this stuff and I have like, 2000 PRV. I don't. But at the same time, I want to tell you guys that just because it's a slow month doesn't mean that we cannot continue to work our business. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I don't know, Teresa, are you ready to talk about your topic?
I'm still driving.
Okay. Do you want to give you a few more minutes, or can you talk while you drive?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm going to turn the time over to Teresa. If I can do this. How do I do this? Why is it not doing it? I don't want to put her in the waiting room.
Is this the one about time management?
Scent crates.
Scent crates. Okay.
Yep. It won't let me make you the host because you're not on video. So I'm going to remove spotlight off of me so that we can just be like on a grid.
Is there anyone else that needs to go? Because I'll be home in like 2 minutes and then I can jump on camera.
No, I have you on, but Ashley, did you want to add anything to what I was talking about while she gets home?
Nothing specific other than, I don't know, just offer what you have and going live. Even if you're afraid to do it, just do it because your customers want to see your face. They want to know what you like. I really like that you're so honest with your customers about not liking food scents because they're getting that honest piece of you and they know what they like and you're telling them, you're describing it to them, even though you're like, I don't like it, but you might, and then they still end up buying it. So, but you created that relationship. So that's something that we should all strive for our customers, to trust us enough to go, I don't like this, but you might because it smells like cheesecake, or something like that. So,
Yeah,
just be authentic with your people because it'll bring in your sales. If you're working to be something that you're not, or if you're trying to find out who you are, it's a journey and it changes over time. But when you, along the way, while you get there, it can be amazing. So just be yourself. So that's all I got.
and I'll tell you guys, I'm a realist. So like, if someone tells me, "Oh, I love all the scents," I'll be like, "Really? Like, there's not one scent out there that you don't like." So I have customers that literally, like, when I'm describing a scent, I'm like, "Oh, this one's a food scent. You guys know I don't like food scents." They'll be like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna love that one," because they love food scents. So it's very good to be authentic, and I think it comes across more honest when we are able to say, I don't like this, but it smells like this. Because like I said, if someone told me, oh, all of our shampoos are amazing, I love them all, and I'm gonna be like, really? There's not one out there that does not work on your hair? Because I know I have, shampoos that don't work on my hair, or a foundation that does not sit well with my skin. So be honest and be like yourself. And sometimes that's hard to find when it comes to the direct selling world. I was driving today and I was thinking about that. I was like sometimes I feel like I'm not myself with certain things when it comes to my job with Scentsy, because I feel like I have to put on this like face to be able to get sales. But I think when we are our true selves and when we're authentic, we're more approachable and we're more trustable, if that is even a word. Y'all know me, I make up my own words. So, okay, I'm gonna turn the time over to Teresa. There we go.
Hello. All right. So tonight I'm going to be talking about scent crates. I've had pretty good success with my scent crates, and I get my monthly PRV from my scent crates for the most part. They generate about half of my PRV every month. The first month that I did a scent crate, I only had 4 people subscribe, and I was a little sad and wasn't sure if I wanted to continue, but I did it anyway. I took pictures of that scent crate and posted it for the next month. And when I posted that picture of that scent crate and what it included, I had more interest. And I think I got up to maybe 6, but now I'm averaging 20. So you just have to stick to it. You use your hostess rewards and your free stuff to help lower the cost of your boxes. So the goal is to get as many orders as possible so you can make it into a party. And sorry about that. And once you put it into a party, then you can use your half price rewards for like a 6-pack of bars that you're going to include in your boxes, or scent circles, or whatever you're going to include to help offset some of that cost. And then the extras can be stuff from the Dollar Tree that just fits that theme. It can be candy. It can be something that you make. It doesn't have to be anything expensive. I personally don't put samples in my boxes, but I know that there are a lot of people who do put samples in their boxes also. But does anyone have any questions about scent crates that I can answer for you?
Yes, I'm practically new to this. I've been reading a lot about the scent crates, but I have no idea what they're talking about.
Oh, the scent crates can be anything you want it to be. I pick my own themes, and every month is a different theme. So for February, my order is a little delayed because of shipping, but I don't have a lot of customers that enjoy Valentine's Day. So I don't have luck with like any sort of like Galentine's or Valentine's things. So my scent crates, I'll show you the bags that I'm doing, is classy, bougie, ratchet. So I just have these bags, and depending on which category they chose, I think all of this side is classy. The other ones are on the other side. So what I'm putting in them are scents that kind of remind me of the theme. So for like ratchet, I'm putting Oh Snapdragon, and trying to think of what else. I had it all written down. Let me see if I have it here or not. I don't have it right here in front of me. But for classy, I think I was doing like Strawberry Rose or something. It just kind of sounds like something fancy. And then for my extras, I'm doing ring pops, because you can buy those in a pack of 5 for $1. And then I'm going to put in either a flute for like champagne, or a wine glass, or a shot glass, depending on which theme it is. But you can literally have fun and do any kind of theme that you want. Trying to think. I did a mermaid theme one year. That one was really good. I did my daughter's saying Harry Potter. I did a Harry Potter one. And for that one, I did like a Luna circle for Luna Lovegood. And I did a bar in the color of the house that they chose. And I handmade wands, and I put a pair of socks in there for Dobby. So different things like that. You can do anything you want.
I wanted
So
to ask why you don't put samples.
I just never started putting samples in there.
Okay.
So my customers, I put a bunch of samples in my orders when people order stuff from me. But when I started doing these a couple years ago, year and a half ago, I just didn't put samples in it and never thought about it. And so, and to be honest, my next topic, the next thing that I'm doing is just not having enough time. I just have a lot going on. So making samples takes time.
okay, I have another question. Do you have a list of people that they subscribe to this, like they would subscribe to the Whiff Box, or how do you offer this?
Yeah, I just post it on my Facebook page and in my group. If you if you post it, you cannot post a price if you tell them what's in it. It has to match the Scentsy price. So I usually just find a picture and post my mystery box, message me for more details, and then in private message, I'll tell them the price and that it usually includes a little more than that and plus my extras. But you can't post, oh, I have a mystery box for $20 and it includes $25 in products because that's out of compliance. But I do have people who consistently subscribe now since I've been doing it for so long. But I also reach out to new people that might like the theme that month. If I know I have Harry Potter fans, I'm like, hey, I'm doing a Harry Potter box. You want one this month? So I would definitely reach out to individuals that you think will like that box.
Okay, thank you.
Do you have a referral thing with your box to get new customers?
I do. On the sheet that I put in my boxes at the bottom, it says refer a friend and get $5 off your next box.
Awesome. Anybody else have any other questions?
Does everyone understand how to use like the hostess rewards to help lower the costs so you can profit from these boxes? You don't ever want to lose money on these boxes. These boxes are supposed to help you profit. All right.
Awesome. Let me, what happened to my computer, but it went blank on me earlier and now like everything looks so weird. Okay, let's see if I can do this color. Okay, awesome. So do you guys have any questions or want any ideas on how to get sales that we might not have touched on tonight? Or have either of you, Teresa or Ashley, thought of something that maybe we didn't think about as we were talking?
I jumped on late, so what was kind of touched on?
Ashley talked about working your own business regardless of like if your sponsor's working it or whatever is going on. I talked about list of 100 and then consistency. So like making sure that we're posting regularly so our customers don't have to question whether we're still working our business or not.
The only thing coming to my mind, sorry, Teresa.
No,
The only thing coming to my mind is I would just remind everybody to do follow-ups because sales come from follow-ups for sure.
They say the fortune is in the follow-up, that's for sure.
Yeah, I definitely back the consistency. I promise you, people are watching you. And I'm sure she said this, but I promise you, you can ask anyone that I have told these words to. They're like, oh, this person who's never commented on my page just put an order in. because once something sparks their interest, they will order.
Yep.
But if you're not being consistent and they don't know that you're still selling it, they're going to go to somebody else. And I've had really good, trying to think of the word. I don't know. I've gotten more sales when I put in a bunch of different samples in my deliveries, because they're like, oh, I like that scent. Now I need to order that one. So if you can, definitely try to put samples in all of your deliveries.
Yes, and I would add, when Teresa was just talking about people are watching, it kind of goes back to what I was talking about like sharing everything that Scentsy is giving us. Be excited about what they give us. Like, I am not into hockey or football or anything like that, but when the hockey collection came out, I posted about it, and I mean, we're in a place where people love their teams. And I sold a ton of the Tampa Bay Lightning warmer. I've never watched a game, but doesn't mean that there's not fans on my Facebook page watching. And I have people that have never bought Scentsy from me order the warmers. People that have never commented or are not even in my VIP page before that order the warmer. So when Scentsy gives us something, even if you're not into it, I hear it so many times. People are like, oh, I don't really love Disney. Post it anyway. Like, post it, because you never know who on your friends list is obsessed with what Scensy's coming out with. I have a niece that loves Nightmare Before Christmas. So as soon as they announced that, I knew exactly to go to her and let her know. You know, she knows her friends that are obsessed with it. So when we have something, even if you don't like it or you don't care for it, still be excited and share that. Bless you. And share that, because someone might be watching you, and someone might be just waiting for that one thing that they just can't live without.
And on the flip side to that, they might be watching your journey and going, oh my God, I want to do that. I have had a couple team members who hadn't even tried Scentsy before and joined Scentsy because they saw the awards I was getting. Every time I get a charm, I share it on my Facebook page. I just came in from a long day of selling cookies. And as you can see, that says Scentsy. So I have an award that was waiting for me. And so I'm going to share that because I want my customers to know that I appreciate them, but also I kind of want to brag a little bit to let people see, you know, what I'm doing, because they can do it too. So yeah, you never know, like, who's watching. Those people that hadn't even tried Scentsy now, you know, pretty much Scentsy rock stars. So
Yep.
I love it.
I have one of those on my team too.
Yeah.
Yep.
She never bought Scentsy at all before she joined.
You never know. Never
I
know.
have a question about posting. I have a question about posting. When, as soon as I see a new item pop up on my success page, can I share it with my customer, or do I need to wait?
Nope. As soon as Scentsy makes it official, you can post it. I mean, like, even when they give us like little teasers, like you'll see like that I'll post on the team page like, oh, something new is coming on Monday, more details to follow. And it's like a little teaser where we can kind of tell what it is, but we don't know the price or whatever. I start sharing it with my customers, and I just let them know. I was like, I'll share more details as soon as I know. So you can share it as long as we know about it. Like, the only thing that Heidi and Orville have asked us not to do is when they do that month end video, not to take pictures and post those, because those are not official pictures, and those things can kind of change. I don't like to share exact things from the end of month with my customers until I know more information. I might tell them, like, I think it was like when the Cinderella warmer was coming out, I was like, oh my gosh, I just saw the Cinderella warmer. If you're a Cinderella fan, you're gonna want to get this warmer. It's coming out next month. But I didn't share pictures. I didn't share the dates that they gave us, because they actually gave us the wrong dates. So that's the only thing that they've asked us not to do. is like take pictures when they're giving us sneak peeks. But anything that we know, like I've already started sharing the warmer for next month, the birds flock.
Birds of feathers of
Yeah,
birds.
I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, I've already started sharing that because you never know like who's gonna want that warmer, and I can start my pre-order list. So it's never really too early. What I do advise is, for example, with the new catalog, I didn't start sharing the new catalog till the end of January. I don't want to ruin my sales at the beginning of January because I'm sharing the new catalog. So there's things that I kind of pick and choose. With the warmer of the month, I start sharing it. If I don't like it, I share it before the warmer of the month gets pulled. Because if I have a customer who's like, oh my gosh, I need that warmer, then I'll get the warmer of the month and I'll sell it to her. But if I don't have no interest and I don't like it, I'm not gonna buy it. I'll just get the scent of the month kit.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about you guys, if you guys have any feedback on that.
I was going to touch base on the new catalog thing. You have to just be strategic when you post that, because we learn about the new catalog stuff, prior. So you don't want to start posting all these new scents and new warmers, because then your customers are going to hold out, say in January, and not buy from you, so they can buy from you when that new catalog launches. So you just have to be super strategic for the catalog launches. I think everything else is probably okay to post as soon as you see it. Sorry.
And I'll even tell you, if you're building relationships with your customers, like you're doing your follow-ups, like I had people texting me during SFR saying, are you going to have this Villains warmer? And I was like, how do you know about this? And people had already posted it. I'm like, dude, it doesn't come out till October. Why are you posting this? But because I've built that relationship with my customers, they came to me and said, are you going to have this? I need this. So I sold 3 warmers without even trying. So that's why it's so important to build those relationships. Like Ashley said, say happy birthday, comment on their family pictures, because even though you're not talking to them about Scentsy, when they see your name, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, it's the Scentsy girl, like that's cool, like she said happy birthday, or like, oh, she liked my picture. So you're bringing that Scentsy back to their mind. But it's building that trust and building that friendship through follow-up and through just building a friendship with them that's not connected to selling them something, that when they see something that they like from somebody else that posted it, they're going to come to you. They're going to be like, hey, I saw that this is coming out. Like, is it true? So like there's people that are always going to post things early. Always going to post things early. And I don't worry about that, because I know the relationship that I have with my customers, and I know that they'll be loyal to me. I do have some customers that, like I have one customer that she has told me, I buy from several people. They're all on your team because we're all friends. And I'm like, that's fine, whatever. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I was at a party and she was like, her mom's like, yeah, because my Cinderella warmer. And I like looked at her and I was like, you didn't buy that one from me. And like she just started laughing, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I probably bought that one from this other person." And I was like, "That's okay. Like it doesn't matter," because I've shown them that I don't get mad when they don't buy from me, that they're supporting somebody else. They still support me. If I were to be like, "Oh, I can't believe you did that," blah blah blah, like I've been your consultant forever, they'd probably go just be like, "Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna do business with you at all." But it's just about that relationship and that trust, where they can see like, hey, I'm not mad that you're supporting another businesswoman, in her hustle. And they'll come to me and say, hey, she bought the Cinderella warmer from another teammate, and then she bought the Villains warmer from me. So it's all about that relationship. That relationship is going to get you more sales than you posting all day long about Scentsy. Anything? Ashley, I need you to come back on so I can take a picture.
Did you touch base about not being like, here, buy this, more of like sharing Scentsy?
I did
for
not.
orders?
Can I touch base on that?
I mean, yeah, I guess I can. I just wanted to kind of touch base about that. If you're constantly posting like, oh, here's this warmer, you should buy it, here's my link, people are not going to purchase. That's not how you get them to come to you. You want to be more of, you need to share how you use Scentsy, like, oh, I just got this warmer. Oh, so I'll show you a perfect example. So I have our Make a Steam warmer, and every time I change it, I'm like, hey guys, I just changed my warmer. Isn't it cute? So I still have it as Valentine's Day, but I don't post my link. I'm not, well, it's not available anymore, but I'm like, you guys need this right now. I just post how I changed it. If I get a new warmer, I'll just post it where it's at in my house. Those posts generate more sales because they see it in your house. It's more of you telling them how you're using it than you telling them they need it, if that makes sense.
Love that. I love all that.
I have something to add on that.
Yeah.
So if you are a Facebook user, I recommend that you use your stories, because there's been many times that I'm like changing out my wax, using cotton cleanups. And if I'm going to be honest with you, because we're all, this is the trust tree, right? I use cotton balls most of the time. I don't use cotton cleanup very many times. But when I do use a cotton cleanup, I usually will put it on my stories, and I have sold so many cotton cleanups because of that. So while it's an amazing product, I just prefer cotton balls. But so yeah, use your stories, because the last person that got cotton cleanups, I asked her, I said, where did you learn about this? And she was like, oh, I saw it on your Facebook stories. And I was like, oh, fantastic. And I had no idea she was even looking at them. So there we go. They're watching.
I agree. Facebook stories are awesome.
Yep. I've sold.
They don't get lost as easily in
No,
the.
exactly. It is awesome. Okay, I want to take a picture before we get off. And Ashley, there you go. I know you're like,
and the cat.
he's like, picture. Picture
And the butt.
Okay, I'll wait for you. Don't worry. You don't have to choke on your food.
Hold on.
Now I'm kind
We're all
of
watching you.
It's awkward. Okay, I'm ready whenever you're ready.
Okay. Ready? Of course, I have it on video. Hold on. One more time. 1, 2. Awesome. Thank you. Well, ladies, thank you so much for helping out with our power hour today, and Xiomara for joining us, and Lori, who also was on earlier. I so thankful that you guys took out the time today, bless you, to be here, and those who show up go up. So always show up for your business, because those are the people that will continue to grow. And I will see you guys next month. So directors, I will see you guys on Sunday.
Message me if you have any question about boxes. I would love to help you guys. I swear by these things. I promise.
They're awesome and they're fun.
They are fun.
I love doing them. So they're a lot of fun. Teresa's been very, very successful with it. So
I'll help you any way you need.
She's definitely your go-to person. Alrighty, girls. Well, thank you guys so much. I will let you guys go. Let me stop the recording before I